Hey guys, thanks for joining me this morning. It's going to be our first intro to live spiritual talks. I'm just going to give a few minutes for people to come on. Hi Kate. Sorry for some of the cars coming in and people walking by, but I'm sure you'll get a little bit of the ocean if you listen in while people log on. Hi Christy, thanks for joining in. Just take a moment, taking that sun, taking that view. I'm out in Montauk, out in Gurney's. Was coming out for one night for my birthday, but then it pushed to 3 nights. So I got to really enjoy here. See some beautiful sunrises and sunsets. We got a rainbow on my birthday. Hi Michelle. So again, we'll just give a few moments for you guys to take in that ocean, take in that sun. Some more people log on. I didn't announce this one because of fear. I just kind of wanted to jump on and really just begin speaking to you guys, doing lives to get a little bit more personal, share a little bit more time together, share moments like this together. We grow stronger together. So my objective with these are to be able to reach a greater scale, to be able to speak about things that are tools, that are going to be tools for lifelong tools to help you accelerate in your life on a personal level, romantic level, family life, business, most importantly spiritual. Spirituality covers all of those areas. The more present we could be, the more peaceful we could be, the more we get to see the magic in life. So many of us share beautiful stories of, we saw feathers from our loved one, we saw coins, and we had this moment. I'll give you a quick, for instance, I came out here with Kristen, and she said, you know, it's so weird, I didn't know what to make you, what kind of cake to make you for your birthday, but I swear I heard your grandmother, who passed 3 years ago, the reason I got the crystal light bed, her and my grandfather, she said, I heard your grandmother, I swear she said make carrot cake. I laughed. I started tearing up. That was the last dessert I brought my grandparents before they passed, one of the last things we had there. Hi, Christina. Hey, Sina. This is great. You guys are awesome. Thank you all for showing up. Again, I know I didn't announce this with notice, but I will be doing that going forward, and that's what this is about. I'm going to give you some dates today, start posting them, and we'll really kick this thing off right. So yeah, so with that story, so Kristen had the message of feeling my grandmother very strongly saying carrot cake. She had no clue that that was the last cake I brought to my grandparents. So moments like that, that's magic in life. Those are the moments that just make us feel complete, the moments that make us feel alive, and they're the long-lasting effects. We so often get caught up in our temporary, short-term pleasures, the ones that are really truly unfulfilling after some time, you know, maybe whether it be a drink for those, you know, gambling, sex, drugs, all of those things that are very human. Those experiences are so temporary. We get into them, and it just takes a moment of joy, but then the next day it hurts real bad, or maybe even 3 days nowadays. Those are things that are not long lasting. If you look at life, everything's in a frequency, it's in a wavelength. I remember a class in college, and we spoke about wavelengths of energy, that, you know, you go through this high, this low, and it's always like that, right? The goal is not to have that extreme crazy high and then that extreme crazy low of crashing. That's not good for us. That's not consistency. That's not balance. That's not life sustaining. It doesn't last. So what is it that lasts? A very strong, consistent vibrational line. And that's my objective. That's my goal. To get us all, including myself, this is really making me accountable, why I am doing this on a personal level. One, because you all have requested it, and I applaud you and thank you so much for pushing me. But I need that for myself. I need accountability. I'm an Aquarius, for those that are into astrology, and us Aquarians, we could just float. We could float and play. I'm Aquarius and Pisces, so I'm the dreamer, I'm the lover. But with that, action needs to be taken. 2020 was all about clarity and vision, and 2021 is all action. It's literally just getting up and just taking that first step. This morning, it was brisk. It was freezing at 6:30. I didn't care. I said, no, the reward is going to be greater than that. To get up, bundle up, go to the beach, watch those waves, watch that sunrise. It was incredible. So we have to push ourselves to the place of uncomfortability, the place of not knowing. When we know the answer, it's so easy to do. That's, again, the safety, the security, the ego, the human side. We want to feel safe and secure. There's something about opening your arms, letting your wings out, within reasoning, of course, as long as it's safe, but stepping into that uncomfortability, the unknown. And I want to encourage each other to go there. So with this, I guess I'll begin with, so what I'm going to be doing is my spiritual talks. I'm going to begin monthly. I do believe they'll be twice a month. I'll probably do every 2 weeks, but for now, the first Thursday of the month, so the first one will be February 4th, Thursday. It's going to be at 8 o'clock. So the first Thursday of the month, I'll be doing spiritual talks. I'll keep you posted when I add an additional one. And then the meditations. We're going to be doing live meditations. Those live meditations. Hi, Mom. Welcome. These live meditations, I'm going to begin February 11th, which is going to be the third Thursday. I'm sorry, I apologize. The second Thursday of every month. So we're going to do Zoom live meditations. Second Thursday of the month at 8 o'clock. So that's the schedule going forward with the live meditations in Zoom. That's really for all of us to gather as a group. I will be praying, meditating beforehand for days before, and make a lineup of what I'm really guided to speak about, to do, where to take us. So we'll do that. Why? Why is that my first step? Because the first step in life is awareness. If there is something, a wound, a scar, damage, insecurities, fears, all these things are traumas that we've gone through. Some are so much greater than others. The bottom line is they still have affected us. With that being said, part of healing or any growth in life comes from awareness. So what is awareness? I love you guys. Thank you. What is awareness? Awareness is being present. It's being still. It's being in the moment. It's feeling. I always refer to a ninja with that. Think of a ninja. There's no way that ninja is going to feel who's coming around the corner. There's no way he's going to be able to pick in the change of energy, right? You could think of people that live in the jungles and whatnot. We had the tsunami that came and tribal people ran up the mountains and they were saved, but all the Americanized, and even I should say the Europeans there, of course, too, that became so human in the social setting that we lost track of really our own abilities to feel and sense. So those people were the ones that were killed in the tsunami. The others ran and fled, and they were fine. They were aware. They were still. So that's our goal. We want to come into awareness. My ultimate objective is with this is to really be making and implementing a program of spiritual growth. Hi, Carrie. Welcome. So I want to make a program that I'm going to be setting up that will help advance people. For those that know me, I am someone that needs rapid results. I'm someone that likes things quick. I am not the person that will say, okay, just sit there and be. That's not my personality. I think that's really important at times, but I want to dig in. I want to get deep. I want to go. Let's have rapid results. And because I've set out on a journey, it did take me a little bit longer, but I got there and I'm here and it's incredible. And I want to share my knowledge from my teachers, from all the things that I've read, from what I experienced by continuing to open up. Becoming centered and opening up is the most incredible journey I think anyone could embark upon. Your life becomes so much more fulfilled. So with that, I want to be able to speak about healing, the levels of healing and the phases. I personally see healing as 3 different phases. We have first being the recognition. It's the recognition, which is the awareness. It's the observation. Observe. The stillness, yet the chaos. It's all good and it's all beautiful. It all teaches you something. So it's really recognize, then release, and rewire. So we want to recognize what is it that we're feeling, what is it that's affecting us, what are we drawing into our life. We want to then release the pains, release the fears, and so on. And we want to rewire. We're computers. We're a hard drive. We know, we've been taught. How come we could go to a third world country where there is the worst poverty? I mean, look at what we have. How the heck can we dare to be sad, angry, frustrated, right? Because we were taught that. We were taught that we could get that way and stay there. In other countries, other places, it's not so. This is life. There's a cycle. There's life and death. We're so fearful of death. Why? It's part of our journey. 7.8 billion people in the world. We're all going there, right? So if others could do it, we could do it. And with that being said, what is it that we want out of life? How much greater do you want your life to feel and be? What is it that makes you feel your best? When do you feel your best? Let's bring more of those moments in. So of course, again, awareness, recognition, knowing thyself. That's one of the keys to this. I say that often to clients. In order to become aware, knowing thyself is a saying for a reason for so many years. It doesn't mean know your favorite food. Of course, those are nice things. And some people are there. Some people can't decide what kind of breakfast they want. There is something to be said there. Know thyself. On a deeper level, what is it? What is it that makes you tick? What are you really good at? What aren't you so great at that that's okay? How do you want to utilize your talents and abilities? How do you want to, excuse me, I'm getting some phone calls here. How do you want to utilize your talents and abilities? How do you want to utilize your fears in helping you grow and move forward? So those are the things I want to look at, to recognize things and let them go. Let go of temporary satisfactions. Bring in lifelong satisfactions. Replace those things. That's the rewiring. Bring in your spiritual tools. I want to fill your toolbox. I want to fill your spiritual toolbox with things that you could pull out no matter what's going on. And this is what we're going to be speaking about in the spiritual talks. I'm going to have amazing people on with me. Some of you are on here right now. And I appreciate that. Thank you very much. But we're going to have you on and go through all different things. Some things are better for others. Some things don't work for me. Some things work for me. It's all about protection, clearing, raising that vibration. How do we do this? And we're going to do this together. I'm even going to put together, not so much of a challenge, but with the program, a 30-day reset is really what I want to call it. So we'll speak about that going forward. But after we bring about that awareness and see these things, it's critically important to set goals. And again, that's where the accountability comes in. This is where we're really going to hold each other accountable. Setting goals, purpose, bringing you back meaning into your life. What do you want? You should have daily goals. You should have weekly goals, monthly goals, annual goals, and lifetime goals. I wrote mine out before the end of the year, right before the new year started. And literally 1 month in, I just accomplished some of my goals. And it's the most amazing feeling to be able to say, like, yes, I set that intention. I made sure I got it done. And now I reward myself. Give yourself a reward. Is it something like this? Taking a day away, just getting away and bringing peace back into your life. Whatever that is for you, but goals are critically important, especially again for someone like me. And I have a lot of people that come to me in the spiritual world. A lot of you are looking for that growth. So as you're looking for that growth, you're kind of coming up with the same thing. I kind of am losing purpose. I feel like, what the heck is going on? That is because we've been wired to do societal rights, to have our wedding, to have our kids, to have our husband, wife, to have our house, to have our job with stability. What is stability? What is that? Stability to me is very scary in a sense, only because it's the known. I want to go into the unknown, embrace it, and be okay. Of course, I want to set myself up for financial growth and stability there, sure. But there's ways to get there and not be fearful and have to follow all the guidelines. You don't have to follow the societal guidelines. It's okay to break free. So even setting the goals, that's part of your manifestation. When you're setting them, don't even be too hooked on the details of what it has to be. For instance, I thought I was opening a wellness spa 3 years ago. I said, all right, I'm going to open a wellness spa. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get people to wake up and become more enlightened. I'll figure out my abilities, I don't know, as I go. My whole world completely changed. I wrote business plans. I had meetings with people. It wasn't clicking. Not that it wasn't a great idea. I do believe it's going to happen. It wasn't the time. If it did happen, we're in COVID. What would have happened during this whole thing, right? But instead, I got the Crystal Light bed, and my abilities blew up. I'm not even at the end of my 3 years yet. I have a couple of months before I'm finishing 3 years. I think May will be just starting my 4th year. With that, I've done 2,000 sessions. That's wild to me. That's mind-blowing. I started off begging all my friends and family to come to me and said, let me just see what the heck goes on. My 3rd session was my best friend, and she said, Jack, this is really crazy. You need to write this down. So I started writing things down. I just got my 4th book. It's incredible. So many beautiful stories of your growth, your pains that you went through, that you conquered, like the warrior and goddess you are. You took control of your life, and you said, I'm stepping out of this. I don't have to carry these burdens. I don't have to carry this with me any longer. So you guys have really impressed me and wowed me. But yeah, so that's just an example of it. You know, my details weren't exact, but I knew the feeling. I had a feeling within me, and that's the details that matter when you're setting your manifestations. You want to go and you want to feel that light. You want to feel that happiness. You want your new house. You see that house. You breathe in. What does it smell like? And you feel it. We use our senses. Our human side is incredible. Our emotions, our energies that we feel, the vibrations, that is what life is. The more we focus on the positive ones, the more those occur. The more magic happens, the more you're willing to see it. My brother's a great example of this. My grandparents passed. My father wants to see his parents very badly come to him in dreams and things, and it doesn't happen to him that often, and it breaks my heart. But it's because he wants it so badly, and almost like he's not ready and willing to accept the reality that they are there. They are speaking. You can't see, feel them, and hear them, or see them come up in cardinals like my brother. My brother will go outside in Florida. There's no cardinals over there. All of a sudden, he lights up a cigar like my grandfather would do, and there's a cardinal sitting watching. What is that? Even if that were just a figment of his imagination, how does it happen every time? Why is it that he feels so comfortable with it? He still is feeling it. So if we want to connect to our loved ones, if we want to set up these goals and these manifestations, you have to feel it. You have to ground yourself. I always say 3 things for meditating and for connecting, right? To be centered. There's 3 things you want to do. Ground. Ground is simply connecting. I tell you guys, hey, Dad just came on. I just spoke about you, Dad. But there's 3 things that you want to do for meditation, for feeling at peace, when you feel anger coming up, when you feel frustration coming up, fear. Again, any of these things, these lower vibration things. You want to ground. Connecting. Think of your root chakra. You don't even have to know what that means. Think of the end of your tailbone. Think of red, like a ruby red. Do it right now. Take a moment as you're sitting at your desk, whatever you're doing, laying in bed, relaxing. Take a deep breath in through the nose into the lower belly. Take it nice, deep, and slow. Hold. And as you exhale, feel as if you're pushing this ruby red light at the end of your tailbone. Feel like you're making it expand with each breath as you're exhaling. Take 3 of those breaths. Feel that red running down your legs, down your buttocks, your thighs, your knees. Feel like you're just breathing that red right out of your feet. You can think of roots even growing out of your feet, deep, deep to Mother Earth. Think of her, the food, water, and air she provides. Take 1 more deep breath in. Hold. And as you exhale, feel that connection. Feel your hips relax. You'll feel your legs relax. That right there is grounding. That's step 1. Again, for any time you want to just relax, meditate. Step 2, I'd say call on your connection, right? So connecting, we ground, we connect. Connecting is open up the top. It's relaxing this here, which is your thoughts. Relaxing here, your rationale. Let it all become flat, let the muscles go still. Think of this beautiful golden, white, silver, shimmery light coming down. Think of it coming down and over you, on the outside of you, washing away your aura, anything that's stuck in the aura field, anyone else's energy. Think of it running through you from the top of your head, going through the third eye and the front of the face, down the neck and the throat. Continue on going out through the ground, and we are going to do this during our meditations, but you feel that gold, white, silver light coming, flushing through the body and going back to Mother Earth. That's you now opening, or connecting, I'm sorry. And then opening, when that white light gets to the heart center, think of a green emerald, a beautiful green emerald shining so bright. Let that sit there. Let that light bask on that. Think of that green emerald with each moment growing brighter and brighter and bigger. Feeling love all around you. You could send that love to me, to everyone on this right now, to each other, to the world, to the universes. Hey Cliff, welcome. I miss you. So much love down in there in Florida. So that's pretty much my 3 steps on how you really get still and in the moment. And with doing that, we'll take it from there. So that's really everything I wanted to touch upon today. I'm just looking through, make sure I touch upon everything. Again, I'm going to be starting my monthly meditations. Those are going to be on the second Thursday of the month. So February 11th is the first Zoom live meditation. That is going to be at 8 o'clock at night. I'm going to do Thursday the 4th, which will be the first Thursday of every month, for spiritual talks. Those will be, the first one's going to be by myself, and then I'll have guest speakers on as well. And that will be the first Thursday of the month at 8 o'clock as well. If all that works well with you guys, I'm going to start getting this going. I send you so much love. And to begin, if you guys want a little homework to begin the whole process, go online and go to Cafe Astrology, birth chart. Look at your birth chart. That's a great starting point, a great tool to help you raise your awareness. It's learning about yourself. The stars, we are stardust. We know that from science. So knowing that, we also know the moon. We see how the moon affects the water. I have some people on here that are boaters and all type of thing. We know the water is affected by the moon. We are 80% water. We're affected by these things. So what does that mean? Learn about yourself. For me, I need accountability. So what did I do? I utilized you guys and my love for you to encourage myself to set more goals and do things that are out of my comfort zone. That's what life is, and that's incredible that we help each other through this journey. So I send you a lot of love. I ask from today until I see you on the 4th that you share this, that you work on knowing thyself with your birth chart, and that you begin to observe, as well as ground, connect, and open. For observing, it's simply removing yourself. You see something that's agitating you, you feel like your radar is going up. I always tell you guys, you could think of a scale that goes green, yellow, and red. When I start getting into that yellow zone, what is going on? Why am I getting angry, sad, frustrated? What is happening? Pay attention. Take some deep breaths, ground, pull in that light, open the love, feel, what am I feeling? And now remove yourself. Think of it as if you're literally standing outside your body, behind you, looking down at yourself and the situation that's presented in front of you. I promise you'll have completely different awareness. You're going to observe things differently. It's going to help you grow tremendously. All right, guys. Well, that was my first little quick spiel to hold myself committed to my dates. I really look forward to doing these meditations with you guys, and I'm so grateful and honored, again, for you guys to have pushed me to where I am today. And I'm super excited for where we're going, because this is only the beginning. I tell my teachers, I'm like, I feel like I barely have my toes in the water, and they admit I barely do. And with that, I promise you the journey is so incredible. We got this together. Let's change things here for ourselves, for one another, make it better for your children, your grandchildren. Let's do this. The more change you make, the better it is for all those around you and all of this. So I leave you with this beautiful moment. Feel free to sign off if you'd like. If you'd like to stay with me for one moment, we could take a few deep breaths, breathe in that water and that sunlight before I sign off and go take a walk. I'll do some more posts and things so you could feel you're with me. Much love. Thank you, guys. those ocean waves. It's beautiful out here. I'm still getting some people signing on. Hey guys. I love you. What's up, Stevie? I'm getting comfortable with these little podcasts because of you. Thank you so much to all you guys. Much love, and I'll see you soon. Blessings.